we realized right then that having that collaborative team spirit really would help drive. We had some individuals that saw themselves out the door. They didn't want to see change. They didn't want to adopt for this reason or another. They decided to opt out, and it was unfortunate. We always would have talent drained, but we had enough people that had celebrated it. They'd been wanting it for so long. And that's there was two things that happened with that, okay, that helped contribute to that. One, the university was always a very collaborative space, and it still is, to my knowledge. I'm no longer there, obviously, but still very collaborative. We had clear direction, clear C-suite, board, president, VP down direction. It was unwavering support. A lot of times you'll see where you go into a big digital transformation and they think it's all great and everything. And the minute they hit a road bump or a speed bump, the wheels start coming off, or you have a lot of disruption at the top and all of a sudden it becomes Game of Thrones and they're trying to do this and that. And of course, it's very easy to throw a digital transformation project off the rails. We didn't experience that. We were very lucky and that the champions of change came from the top down. So we had ultimate support. The other thing is, we did not allow any AVPs, RVPs, any type of executive management. Director was the highest level that could ever be in any meeting. And even in other meetings that they would get together as groups, directors would be excluded and it would only be area managers. So we could have complete ability to air out the concerns, to bubble those up without fear of reprisal, without fear of someone and an assistant vice president saying, no, you're going to do it because I told you to. There was none of that. We realized very quickly that once we had our support from the top, that they had to pledge empowerment below. And that was one of the things that we would always have little signs around. Are you a chief or are you an Indian? You know, and followers versus leaders and all these things around the university. They were very big on that. But we did not have that approval and continuous support, even when it got tough, even when we ran into roadblocks, even when we went off schedule, it could have derailed it. And by having upper level management in the meetings where we were getting down and dirty as a team, it wouldn't have happened. So those two things, I've seen those mistakes happen in multiple different organizations and projects I've done in my consulting career. Those are the two biggest culprits. We were lucky that we had that top down and to realize that from the top to a certain point, they stayed out of it. They empowered us and we bubbled the information up.